Hey guys, Logan from Season 2, Episode 19 of Bones. Here we go. What?
So what do you think, Dad? I'm saying, if he fell out of a plane, that plane is long gone by now.
He hit the ground at approximately 200 kilometers per hour.
Oh my
How can you tell that? So we're gonna go with the theory that this was once human.
I've never read about an alien encounter in which the aliens were loafers.
How much you want to bet Hodges has?
Probably. Likely.
Blowflies on aliens. Who knew?
You're taking a shot at me because I happen to believe that we are not all alone in an infinity of space?
I don't.
An extraterrestrial life that's odd.
It's the believing that they're visiting us.
This guy is wearing loafers. Aliens don't wear loafers.
I don't think they're visiting us, but I think there's something out there.
He fell from a minimum of 1,200 feet. I can run through the math if you'd like. Send me an email.
This is, I want to say anomalous, but I'm going to go with weird.
What's weird?
What is
These
it?
areas of radiolucency here and here. Zach?
I'd put him at 130. 130 what?
Years
Old?
There's an alternate explanation.
Okay.
Then that's the one we should go.
So at least he was dead.
He was in outer space.
So he fell from outer space in a pair of loafers.
Hodges left too soon.
What? That makes no sense to me. None.
If they dropped him from orbit, he'd have burned up, and his loafers would have fallen off. And he wasn't an abductee, tossed out of an interplanetary spacecraft. Why do his bones show that he has spent an extended time in outer space? The only rational explanation is that he was an astronaut,
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
indicating 10 months in space.
Do we do that? Why do you know that?
My knowledge is vast.
What did I ask? Anyway, there can't be all that many people who've accumulated 10 months in space.
That we know of.
Call Booth. Tell him to see if anyone's missing an astronaut.
Currently working in the National Space Agency in Bristol, Maryland.
Is he missing?
Angela
Oh,
just
he's
sent
not
me a work
missing.
in progress of the partial skull reconstruction. She says we expected too much too soon, but the shape of the head, the cheekbones,
Close enough for Jazz.
Wait, does that add up to the right amount of bone rot?
bone loss. And
Bone.
yes. Is that
Bone
what
rot.
you're missing?
No, not exactly. The whereabouts, extremely confidential.
Bet if you told the agency you were going to identify Colonel Howard to the press, they'd be a little more cooperative.
Yeah, you know, I have been a wonderful influence on you.
Yeah, actually, I learned that move from Cam.
Yeah, well, I went the other way with it, okay? Looked up his wife. in the phone book.
Wait, so
Did my husband die in some kind of training accident?
We don't believe so.
they hide him,
It couldn't.
but you can find his wife that
The
easily?
space agency would be all over this.
You say your husband left the day before yesterday? On what airline?
Cal flies himself. We're not supposed to discuss these things.
For the past 3 years, Cal's been training others to go up.
Because he lost his medical clearance?
How did you know that?
His x-rays show that he was suffering from a dramatic loss of bone density.
Must have been Howard and Colonel.
It would be hard on any of them.
All they ever do is think about going back into space. And all we ever think about
Someone threw him
is
out of a
getting back
plane.
home.
Is there some kind of rule that astronauts' wives travel in packs?
When you marry an astronaut, no one really understands except
Except other people who are in the same situation.
She seems
to
so...
marry, mainly when he
My opinion matters. Let me butt into the conversation when it's not about me.
Does women stick together like a harem?
Well, why? They support each other.
It's gotta be him.
Wives are like that.
Or what about an astronaut's husband?
Planes don't hang her.
Well, if that's the plane he got tossed out of, then didn't fly itself back.
Can I see some ID, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Our information is that it belongs to Colonel Calvin Howard.
The agency leased it to him.
Well, it's being investigated as a possible crime scene.
Colonel Howard wasn't missing. He was barely gone a day.
General Sanborn, I know you people are really tight-lipped, but I'm really good friends with a very aggressive federal prosecutor who's great at getting warrants.
Agent Booth?
No sign of a struggle?
Nothing. You'll have my full report by the end of the day.
Great. Okay, I need to know what Colonel Howard was working on at
Interesting.
the time of his death.
Get your warrant, Agent Booth. Dr. Brennan?
Hey, excuse me, equivalent to a general...
They're hiding something.
I got that warrant.
Oh!
Why didn't you just tell tell her right away.
I was hoping that we could all be friends.
Let me see if I can get anything out of it.
Can you?
No. I need originals. These are photocopies.
Then why'd you offer?
Well, why else would you ask me here? Paranoid ravings.
Better than nothing.
He's got nothing to fill it in with,
Anything to you?
Yeah?
other than hypotheticals.
Multi-billion dollars needing repairs.
Why'd you say it like that?
Doesn't need repairs.
Planet Pluto.
Pluto's no longer a planet. What's the deal I'm proposing to, a woman? I mean, what is the absolute proper way to do it?
I don't know. I mean, the one time I did it, I got shut down flat.
Do by the book?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
The book.
We were waiting for the stick to turn blue.
Oh, like the...
Turn blue, and I realized I wanted to marry her if the stick was blue or not.
Yeah, that's sort of what I did.
Violin. Forget the violin.
Hey, with his bone density, Colonel Howard sure as hell wasn't going back into space again.
Yeah, I know. That's why he was.
I can't believe that.
His replacement for what?
To repair the.
I really can't believe that. You bastard. We're so early.
That replacement's the guy who can tell you things the agency doesn't want you to know.
What?
Makes you
This
feel
is
small,
some
doesn't it?
outer space murder
Because the
shit.
picture's so big? The 0G?
The vomit comments. But shouldn't you be tracking down everyone who flew over that particular piece of real estate?
We are, but not everyone files flight plans.
I don't know anyone who didn't like and respect Cal Howard.
Instead, all these itineraries, people keeping secrets and from their spouses.
Look, sir, I understand you have to ask questions like these.
He's in The Walking Dead.
Cal Howard and Jean Marie were a very solid couple.
Did you ever get drunk
I think.
together?
What?
What my partner is trying to ask is, you two were buddies. Go out, have drinks, exchange confidences.
Yes, that's what I asked.
Yeah,
That you
sure.
didn't.
Of course. At times.
So you would have known if this marriage was in trouble.
Yes, sir, I would. Because Cal knew when I was unfaithful to my wife.
Colleen?
Look, that has to stay between us.
Strictly between us. Why do I get the feeling you want to tell us something?
Yeah, you're hiding something. Do explain. I am all ears.
We're about to go weightless. As the plane reaches the apogee of a climb and falls, we will have 15 to 20 seconds of weightlessness.
That's cool. That's really cool.
I would like very much to do that again.
Cal was talking to the STC.
The what?
It's a privately funded space exploration and tourism group. Did you?
Wait, what?
It's a little bit too much fun. Okay, so what's up this whole thing with the space?
Had a little too much.
Oh, selling seats on a spaceship that don't even exist yet.
And won't be viable for at least another few years.
Nah, that's what they want you to think, but these guys are swimming in dough. Already bought my ticket. Let's see what's going on up there with my own eyes. What?
Of course he did. He's hilarious. I freaking...
You'd like me to do what?
He's so funny.
Some flashes.
There's somebody killed somebody, and somebody's hiding it. I think it has so much deeper than just the idea that they're freaking astronauts. And we gotta protect them.
Why would the body burst vertically when all the forces are horizontal?
So you need more time with the soft tissue to answer that?
Not really.
Please explain to me your reluctance to remove the flesh from the bones.
I'm all right with it, Zach, if it's absolutely necessary, even the boiling part. But perhaps you could at least acknowledge that this is a person.
Was, you mean?
Was someone's husband, Zach.
What does that have to do with removing the flesh from his bones?
Fine.
It's hilarious.
I beg your pardon, Dr. Strong?
Part of the tinfoil hat squad.
What's that?
They wear tinfoil hats, probably to keep aliens from controlling their minds.
Oh, schizophrenics?
It's hard to believe that Colonel Howard was part of an organization like that.
Do they file flight plans?
Bones, you're a genius. Look, 2 nights ago they had planes and UFO patrol within spitting distance of where Colonel Howard's body was found.
Oh.
You've been abducted?
Multiple times. Through hypnosis, I've discovered that medical testing was done and follow-ups were required. I run a very successful aeronautics engineering company, richer than God. Do I appear to have lost contact with reality?
Well, what about
Probably.
post-abduction syndrome? Similar to post-traumatic stress disorder.
I put an implant in me, only then to remove it.
Great. So it's true that you offered him a position with the STC?
Yes.
As a method of bringing credibility to your organization?
Yes, but you have to understand it was Colonel Howard who came to us.
Why?
Okay.
He wanted to pilot our suborbital flights. Quite a few astronauts and military pilots have reported seeing evidence of the visitors.
Colonel Howard told you this?
Yes, he did. So trust me. I would have been proud to have been the one that sent Cal Howard back into space.
Would have been.
He changed his mind.
Why do you think Colonel Howard changed his mind?
They got to him. It was
Who?
his wife, I believe.
They?
The agency.
This
In
is
my
some
opinion,
corrupt shit.
The agency would rather have Cal die than have him announce to the world he'd seen a visitor.
Cal wanted to get back into space so badly, he would even listen to those crazy people.
Did your husband see something up there?
You know, something that made him sympathetic with Mr. Barr's organization?
Well, obviously you know that he did.
It's important we know the truth, Miss Howard.
Why?
Because what I've seen, your husband was a man of principle, and if he saw something, he wouldn't just back down.
It's time to be very truthful.
He insisted on filing an official report.
Mm.
He wouldn't withdraw.
They asked him to?
Yes, but he stuck by his story.
So what, they killed him because
They
of
were
national
happy,
security?
Like I said, that's ancient history.
They could have done it in so many different ways. Why'd they throw him out the airplane?
It's a big ocean.
He could have seen something else.
Yeah,
Ooh,
a
something-
death beam or a space baby.
Something
Thinking
bad.
more along the lines of a spy satellite or experimental technology. You know, maybe the agency was afraid that Cal's sharing sensitive information with
Was
the
gonna
SEC.
get
Oh,
them
regardless, our government does
exposed.
not kill people, okay?
You were a sniper. Wasn't it our government who sent you to kill people? Just saying.
Got him. Got him. Got him.
That smells good.
Help yourself.
Oh, Pop-Tart. Now I want a Pop-Tart. That's
It's definitely human bones.
These bones are as human as you are.
Oh, if you only knew how irony-packed that is. It's a joke.
Strange callus formation on his right femoral head. Also, bone marrow edema in the same spot.
I'm healing from a fracture.
No, some kind of tuberous cortical defect. I've never seen anything like this before.
Now you're freaking me out.
I have to get Dr. Brennan to take a look at this.
Excess levels of vitamins D, K, E, A, and C. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine. He foresaw going
That's a lot of beans.
It's not bone.
What is it?
Callus is formed over some kind of thick, porous substance.
Careful.
It's an implant of some kind.
How could that not show up on X-rays?
How is this?
What the hell?
Wait, so this is coral, like from a reef?
Suspended in a biphasic hydroxyapatite tricalcium phosphate coating.
So it's a combination of human and alien technology.
Don't say that to Booth. But if that's the case, then all the vitamins and amino acids he was loaded up with were mainly to ward off infection.
Frank Olson. He was a U.S. Army scientist in the 50s and an unwitting participant in Project MK Ultra. They said he committed suicide, but an exhumation 45 years later proved he was murdered. You need more. Project Paperclip, MK Artichoke, and who could forget Tuskegee? The government experiments on people and then abandons them or worse.
What's the point of this experiment?
Bone demineralization.
If the space program could overcome this one effect, their funding would triple overnight.
Well, there you go. Experimental program for deep space fails and the evidence has to be gotten rid of.
By tossing it from a plane? Why not just have the visitors toss him into the sun?
That is a good question.
No,
If you
it's
get too
not.
close to the sun,
Sometimes
don't you-
when people try to cover things up, it goes wrong. That's all.
What in the world? This is...
Colonel Reed was Cal's commanding officer on 3 missions.
So you were the person to whom he reported the UFO
What?
sighting?
Oh, for God's sake. You see what happens? You people get all secretive about things, and
This
what
guy...
Cal saw was space junk.
Our efforts to counter bone loss are limited to strength and resistance training and supplements.
I trust you have documentation.
Follow me.
Thank you.
I don't like the sass, lady.
Colonel,
This was the best moment of my life, counting marriage, kids, everything. And I'm not saying that's good or right, but I do know it was the same for Cal, for all of us who went out there. And we would do anything
I
we
can't-
could to get back.
I can't imagine. That would be so cool.
Doctor most likely to have performed this procedure on our victim is Dr. Henry Pascal.
In Switzerland?
Based in Bethesda, with a clinic in Haiti. Plus, he worked for the space agency until 1998.
What happened?
He lost his funding and turned to the private sector, namely the Space Travel Coalition.
The foil hat squad funds this guy? Booth is gonna love that. Because he doesn't believe in coincidences.
That's crazy.
Was it like your husband to keep it a secret from you?
Yes. Cal wouldn't want me to worry.
Well,
Cal Howard's skeleton before and after he fell to Earth. If I make the clothing translucent, the guy was
this is such a cool.
What's the occasion?
An axe or a hatchet or machete makes sharp, well-defined cuts. These edges are abrasive.
I don't think he asked her yet. He's going to ask her. I feel like it's so soon. Is this really happening?
Dr. Pascal, Colonel Calvin Howard is dead.
Not because of anything I did. Wow, didn't even blink.
Yeah, straight to the thing.
Calluses were part of the healing process. See, coral resorption is slow, but effective as a scaffold for osteoprogenitor cells. Incorporating the electrode was speeding the process.
I hate this show sometimes. I'm what?
Months away from having mature lamellar bone.
No way to know for sure now.
Some of these damn words, man.
Before it went wrong, keep those venture capitalists.
I'm not a science guy.
Out of an airplane.
Look, you can have all my data, my projections, everything.
You would still have to land the
Colonel
airplane.
Howard goes on the next shuttle mission to repair the Lansing telescope. I'm in every medical journal in the country. You may not like me, but I was his savior, and he was mine. I didn't kill Colonel Howard.
I still feel like it's someone we've already talked to. We have two people who claim they were best friends with him. The first guy we talked to, I feel like it's him. That's the one who
People say he was.
Okay, well, that's something dead now.
Best guess right now, broadsword.
makes more sense.
You know what, Ron's, I like the whole alien thing much better. Broadsword? Where do you people come up with this stuff?
I didn't say an actual broadsword. I said like a broadsword.
How about shape?
The pattern is consistent with
Propeller?
sharp force trauma. From a curved blade approximately 65 millimeters thick.
You know what else I can tell just by looking at you? You smell great.
You cannot see smell. The victim was struck 4 times.
A glancing blow to the head, right humerus, thoracic, left
Holy
femur.
shit.
We couldn't figure out in what order. It's almost as though it was simultaneous.
I know what happened. How fast does a propeller turn?
At full
That's
speed,
what I
it's
said.
close to the speed of sound.
He was thrown into a propeller while it was on the ground.
Hey, you're right, here they come.
And then they went to the sky and threw
Another warrant.
threw him out. One of these
For
three.
the warrant includes anything that is in plain sight.
Plain sight. Get it? It's a pun. We believe that Colonel Howard was struck by a propeller. We're looking for bloodstains using alternate light sources.
You think Cal walked into a propeller?
No way he makes a bonehead move like that.
We surmise he was pushed.
The way he makes a
Here he
bonehead
was,
move
this
like
great
that.
guy, but he was a liability to one of you.
All due respect, James, but why send the student when the teacher can go?
I take no offense. Kel was the best.
Dr. Brennan, Agent Booth.
Blood, a lot of it.
He's washed down the drain here.
High pressure hose.
Hey, can you tell which plane's propeller would have done this?
Not within the parameters of the current warrant.
That is your plane, isn't it, James?
Take it off.
A pedal like that wouldn't get you very far.
You protect me.
He's 2 people. The cheating! Is it his wife or the dead one's wife?
Mrs. Howard? Calling you?
It's his wife!
See me off.
I knew it! I knew she was a bitch! Her sass and her interrupting at every second instance that she could.
Kel took a step back.
I knew it. She was always getting into the conversations.
He shot back in the...
I knew it was him. I got him right.
Just say it was an accident.
because
That's...
my friend shared good news with me, and because my wife loves me.
I knew it. Wowzers. Yeah, this is too soon.
How are you
This
feeling?
is too soon.
I'm madly in love with you, Angela.
Oh my God.
And you are the most amazing woman that I have ever met.
Oh my God.
What?
Are you breaking up with me?
But why would I get you all dressed up for dinner just to break up?
I don't know.
That really does not make any sense.
I believe that if two people care enough for each
Dude,
other,
it's season
the
2.
rest of the world disappears to them. Will you marry me?
We're going that direction? This soon? Season 2, episode 19?
Dear man. Good heart. No.
Why?
And I hope you won't stop trying.
I don't know if I should laugh, cry, or punch out the sommelier.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I hope that you choose life.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was like, wait a second.
I don't either.
You love me.
Okay. I'm sitting here like, it's season 2. This is too early.
More than you know.
Then why?
I can't tell that stuff.
And I can't tell the difference between coral and bone, so I guess we make a great pair. Speaking of marriage,
Hodges is gonna propose to Angela tonight.
but
I guess right now it looks to me like marriage is having someone who will slap your enemies and then toss their dead bodies out of airplanes.
try not to mention that to Angela.
Okay. Fair enough, though. Fair enough. I was just sitting here like, we're in season 2. There's so much more they could do and so much we could explore. You know. But I love you more than you'll ever know, or more than you know, or whatever. Then why? Whatever. We'll see. Getting close to the end of season 2, real close. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. You can find these videos up to 20 plus weeks early over on simplereactions.com. Patreon.com/simplereactions. We got 2 episodes left. All right. It's 21 episodes this season. Cool. Yeah. See y'all next time.